opportunity for a humanitarian release of women, children, elderly, and sick hostages in Gaza in exchange for 43 women and 190 minors who are being held in Israeli prison. All those women and minors are all from the West Bank, and to the best of my knowledge, none of them have murdered Israelis. And I think that Israel could release them. I've had indications from people in the war cabinet who would support a deal like that. It would involve a ceasefire of 48 hours, maybe 72 hours, in order to allow it to happen and for humanitarian aid to enter in Gaza.
And that may be one of many reasons why the Biden administration is working night and day to try and secure the creation of that humanitarian corridor. An estimated 17 Americans may be captives of Hamas among the Israelis seized. Tomorrow, Gershon Baskin on what a long-term solution for Gaza might look like. I'm Simon Marks.
To recap the top stories, Israel's military cast doubt on an expected ground assault, and Iran has threatened preemptive attacks in response to Israel's siege on Gaza, as President Biden heads to Israel for talks with regional leaders. Poland's ruling party has won the most votes in the election, but falls short of a majority needed to form a government, something an opposition coalition can. The man suspected of the deadly attack in Brussels has been shot dead, and Putin is in China strengthening ties on the decade anniversary of the Belt and Road Initiative. That's the latest feature story news. Simon Gaitan reporting.
Good morning. It's KCHW 102.7. Getting started on a Tuesday with my lovely, beautiful, and talented sister Val.
Good morning. Good morning.
Whoop, 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 whoop. All right.
Oh, Ken's already popped in and said, "Good morning, Scott and Val. We missed you."
Oh, it has been a few weeks, hasn't it?
It has been a few weeks. Thanks for trying. I've missed you too, Ken.
Aw. Oh, so sad. So sad.
Yes. Thank you for joining us.
All right. You had, I think you were off for a doctor's appointment. Then I had to take Marion to the airport. And I think there was another one in there, too. So it's
Yeah,
been,
you guys were coming
Tuesdays.
back. You and, I've got my audio going here that I need to turn off on our thing. But, you were coming back from here.
Yes.
So you were on a road trip for a couple weeks, and then I was off for a doctor, and then you were off to take Marion to the airport. So it's been a while.
Crazy. Last
I
week.
know. What I was thinking was that, because this is our chance to chat every week and stay connected, and I've missed that.
I know, me too. I was like, I get to do a show with Val.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun. Last week we were a little short-staffed with Chuck still being on vacation, and my son-in-law, Jet, who you know, did Thursday and Friday. I don't know if you caught either one of those shows. He did a great job.
Awesome.
And
Awesome.
He asked me to talk to Chuck and see if he could continue on Fridays. He had so much fun. So
That's great. Yeah, because he loves to do stand-up comedy and stuff, right?
He does. And
Yeah, so I
he's
would
a
think it'd be
natural.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He slipped
I would
right
think
into
so.
it. Even though I told him,
They're all gonna laugh at you.
And did he say back at you?
I hope so. I hope they do. And I don't care if you laugh with or at, as long as you're laughing.
That's right. We'll take it all.
Take it all. All right, so let's get this out of the way. A little weather this morning. Sunshine today, then a few clouds. Have a daytime high of 61 degrees with light and variable winds. 43 for an overnight low. Cloudy. Some clearing is expected late. That'll lead to a mostly sunny Wednesday, 66 and 42. Thursday, 71 and 43, sunny. Friday, 70 and 45 for the high and low, mostly sunny. Saturday right now, mostly cloudy, 67 and 48. Then Sunday, 62. And then starts a downward trend. By the end of next week, you're in the mid-40s.
Well, we knew it was going to happen at some point.
It's horrible, though.
I feel like it kind of does that here. It's like one week it's summer and the next week it's winter, so.
At least retired folks can make the most of it and take a last camping trip, as we were talking about. Sometime
That's
during
right.
the next 3 days, take your last camping trip, because that is
That's right. We need to work it in because then it's time to winterize the motorhome. So,
Have you ever camped in the snow on purpose?
Not on purpose.
It's quite the treat, actually. I really,
Is it?
I really enjoyed it. Camping in the snow. It's been ruined. I don't want to say why it's been ruined. It's been ruined by people. But up in the North Cascades, natural hot spring that's up there, Forest Service took it off maps years and years and years ago, trying to deter people from going to it because bad things would happen up there, and a couple people got robbed and stuff by people in the middle of the night. But used to go up there, camp at the lower campground. There's like 4 inches of snow, and then hike up to this, and you hike in, and then you stay there for the night. But hot springs with snow surrounding, build yourself a big old bonfire. Good old time.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, we this is probably back in 2019. I'm thinking kind of in that time frame. We were up camping up at in Colville National Forest between Colville and Ione. And we woke up in the morning and there was a little skiff of snow, and we were like, okay, it was September, end of September. A little skiff of snow. We're like, oh, no big deal, that's going to melt. And so we're sitting in the motorhome visiting with friends, and we look out like an hour later, and there's now 4 inches of snow on the ground. It's like, oh, it's not melting.
It's not melting. We're trapped. Trapped in a campground. It could be worse places to be trapped. Oh,
That's true.
Ken's full of it this morning. He says, Scott does stand up, just nobody can see him.
Oh.
Ow, Ken. Ow, Ken. I thought we were friends.
So Ken, last year about this time, I think he he was getting a brand new, really nice TV, so he gave us his old one. And so we've been using it for the last year, and it's a great TV, 75-inch, wonderful TV, but it really wasn't, it was like from 2014. It was a smart TV then, but you can't upgrade any of the apps or, do anything like that. Casting was kind of a nightmare. So we decided last week we were going to get a new TV. Well, we ended up with a TV that's now 3 inches bigger than his, and he's not letting us forget it. He says, I'm even here after you getting a bigger TV than mine. So every time we talk to him, he's like, well, your TV is bigger.
He's bitter.
But I keep telling him, though, his is way better. So size isn't always a factor,
But at least
It's quality, Ken, quality.
At least you got rid of that TV impersonator.
You're gonna die, clown! You think that's funny? I don't hear you laughing now!
That's Brad with the TV outside.
But his mom, we gave her, with Ken's permission, gave her the 75-incher, and her old one was 55-inch.
Oh.
So she is in a little bit of heaven right now with her big old 75-inch TV.
Wow, you could tell I'm getting older because I'm dreaming about a bigger TV because it's getting harder and harder to see mine.
Yes. Well, and that's kind of one of our factors, with Brad's eyesight getting worse. It was, kind of nice to get that a little bit bigger.
I'm saving up for a wall TV. Like it takes up
Nice.
the whole wall.
Yeah.
Multiple screens. All right.
They had, what did they have? We saw as we were looking for ours, they do have a 96-inch TV.
No way.
Out right now. 93 or 96, one or the other. But it's like $10,000.
Oh, that's nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Nothing.
Pocket change.
Pocket change. All right, kids, for breakfast real quick. Apple cinnamon toast, cereal, fresh fruit juice, and their choice of milk. And for lunch today, I almost forgot about this, chicken nuggets, potatoes. They'll be mashed, whole wheat bread, green beans, fresh veggies, fresh fruit, and milk choice. Val, can you eat whole wheat bread?
Yeah, I can eat whole wheat bread. I was doing really well for a while, cutting out the gluten, but I like to, try and have like one piece of toast instead, and a sandwich, just like half instead of a whole type of thing. But
That's why I order the McDonald's McTriple.
just only meat.
Yeah, instead of getting like 2 Big Macs or 2 doubles or something like that, I do that, and then I figure I'm getting less buns
There you go.
because I don't want it to go on my buns.
It goes in my gut.
Actually, guys have the opposite problem as we get older. Our butt will not hold up our pants anymore. Have you seen Ken?
It happens to women though too.
Does
I
it?
don't know. Yes, yes. With as we get older, yeah, it's kind of the butt goes and the gut grows. So yeah, it does happen to women as well.
It's horrible. It's horrible.
Yeah.
I've been checking. I haven't noticed it yet. That was inappropriate, wasn't it?
It was inappropriate.
Inappropriate. I'm so sorry. I needed some spooky music for this morning, and I forgot it. But maybe I'll be able to find something I left behind. Let's start off with our bits and breaks, Val. I have the tweet of the week. The tweet
okay.
of the week. Just because I choose not to drink doesn't, and this is true, okay? Because like the kids giving me a hard time this weekend. Just because I choose not to drink doesn't automatically make me no fun. That is a separate choice, which I have also made.
Just you've made the choice not to be any fun.
That's right. I'm Debbie Downer.
I think and I agree with that. It's a personal choice, and you know what's best for you. So I don't think anybody should shame you into drinking.
That's right. They
But
try, though.
Yeah, I do think it works for the extreme introvert. A drink kind of gets you, so
in
you come
trouble.
out of your shell a little bit. Yeah, but
You used to have that problem.
I used to have that problem being the extreme introvert. Anybody who's heard me on the radio probably has a hard time believing
But
that.
it was true. It was true. Scared of your own shadow almost.
Yes, I was so shy, but
Not
yeah, I don't know. And I say it's being married to an extremely extroverted man. Eventually,
You didn't have
he's
a
going to
choice.
drag you. Yeah, he drags you into situations where you kind of have to come out of your shell. So
Yeah, when you're with Brad, you're the center of attention whether you want to be or not.
he's big enough I could hide behind him, but but no, it's I'm glad that I'm not that extremely painfully shy person anymore.
All right. It is good. It is good. The change was amazing. Val reached into her inner depths and...
Release the Kraken.
Yes, she did. All right, and here she is with today's horoscope.
Now, these are words to live by. Doesn't matter what sign of the zodiac you are. So I looked at my horoscope this morning, and I'm not sure I'm ready for the day, though, because what I found, what I learned, what came to me from the cosmos is hard work pays off eventually, but procrastination pays off now.
Oh, immediate gratification.
Exactly.
I'm an excellent procrastinator. I will, and somehow my youngest got it, and I don't know how, but like especially if it's paperwork or something important, I will tend to stress over it and put it off and put it off and put it off and put it off till the last possible moment, then do it and find out how easy it was. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I do procrastinate on some things. As you know, and maybe others that listen to us do too, I make wine. But I've also been in my artistic phase. And so I have had this wine that really needs to be labeled because I just don't make it and then slap a sticker on the bottle. I make it, I design the labels, I put them on. I'm pretty meticulous about how I do my wine, but I've been having a really hard time because I'd rather go paint. And so I have like 2 cases of wine that need to have labels on them. I mean, they're already corked in the bottle, ready to go, but I'm just not getting the labels on because it's my least favorite part of it because you have to put glue on each label, and then I have a front and a back label. So it's like, it's quite a process, and it takes a long time, and it's my least favorite part.
Like an assembly line. Yeah. Nobody wants to do that.
And I won't let anybody else help me because they don't get the labels on straight. And so that's my own part about being too anal about the whole thing. But so I'm procrastinating on that really bad.
Just and a stockpile waiting for you.
Exactly. And when it grows and you're like, oh, now I have twice as many to do.
Well, let's skip ahead over the next one, and we'll come back and grab it. But since we're talking about procrastinating, how about Val with a way for you to procrastinate today? Absurd excuses for skipping work.
If you're looking for a way to be more creative and give your boss, completely creative reasons why you're not going to be there, you might want to avoid these absurd excuses, though, according to Career Builder. Employee claimed his grandmother poisoned him with ham.
You know,
We could use that excuse.
we could actually use
Our
that.
mother.
Mom never threw anything out of the fridge, and she'd always feed it to you no matter how old it was.
Oh, it's disgusting. You were really afraid. So, one of the few times that Brad and our mother got into it was over food. And, we had more of an iron gut growing up with her, right? But my husband, not so much. And so, a lot of times you left there and you were like, oh, I don't know if we're going to make it the 45 minutes home.
Sorry, Mom.
Yeah. So she took the chicken that she was going to do, because she always made fried chicken, and threw it in the sink. Not in a bowl, just like in the sink. And Brad's like, man, that's disgusting. And she gets so mad at him, and she's like, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm going to cook it. And I have never given anybody food poisoning.
Mom, we love you, but yeah, not true.
A few times. Love you. Yeah.
As she got older, it got worse, and I remember she'd bring me leftovers, and I knew it'd been in her fridge for a long time. I graciously accept them and then put them down the garbage disposal.
Exactly.
So,
and as she got blind, it got worse too.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I might have a sound effect for that. Hold on.
Wesley, what about the ROUSs?
Rodents of unusual size? I don't think they exist.
How about this employee who said he was stuck under the bed?
Scared. I watched a horror movie. It's right before Halloween, and I'm stuck under the bed. Luckily, I had my phone, so I can make this call.
I was kind of wondering if he got caught someplace he wasn't supposed to be caught.
Oh. I like your story better, Val. It's horrible.
This employee said he broke his arm reaching to grab a falling sandwich.
Ooh.
Come on, there's a 5-second rule, dude. Let it go.
Let it go.
Employee's wife found out he was under the bed, cheating. He had to spend the day retrieving his belongings from the dumpster.
Oh.
They're all gonna laugh at you.
Employee poked herself in the eye while combing her hair.
True story.
It's those curling iron burns that, used to be bad. Yeah. Uh-huh. Employee was going to the beach because the doctor said she needed more vitamin D.
Not a good one. That's just like quitting. Loudly quitting. All right.
And finally, employee said her cat was stuck inside the dashboard of her car.
That could happen. That's unique enough. It might work.
Yeah, strange enough that you would think that you would probably get believed on that one.
All right. If you're looking to skip work today, I'd go with that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. Your cat is stuck inside the dashboard of your car.
Yeah.
All right. Backing up to 5 things you didn't know yesterday. Sweden has a museum devoted to disgusting foods.
Oh. Ooh. Did Mom get an entry into that museum?
But I wasn't going to eat it. I was just going to taste it.
80% of men lie about their height on dating apps. This is true.
Or on their mugshot.
Oh, definitely on their mugshot. Uh-huh. It's not orange. That's just a bad light. All right. What a minute. A study found that rats became just as addicted to Oreos as they do cocaine.
Whoa.
Wow. Wow.
Jean, are you mad? Do you know what would happen to us if anyone knew we had a rat in our kitchen? They'd close us down.
Yes.
No.
It's all about rats today. In the news, too. That's why I had these sound effects. There's rats everywhere. All right. World's only solar-powered Ferris wheel is located at Pacific Park on the Santa Monica Pier in California. Solar-powered Ferris wheel.
It starts to rain and you're stuck up there for hours, or what?
Yeah, if they don't get you down in time. See you in the morning when the sun comes out, losers.
Oh.
What goes up must come down except at night.
That's right.
All right. Here comes Val with scary stories in 5 words. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, it's Halloween season again, and Scary Story in 5 words is back.
Did it a couple of days ago, too.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
So they wanted examples from social media.
Okay.
So here are 5 words that are scary.
All right. And if you come up with 5 words, Ken, that are clean and scary, we'll read them on the radio. Go.
That's right. And Carrie's listening this morning, too. So, hey,
Okay.
Carrie,
All
give
right.
it a go.
All right.
All right. Your card has been declined. My Ford is on fire.
The most popular car to burn, Ford. I mean, 9 times out of 10, if you go by a car fire, it's a Ford. It's just a thing.
It's just a thing.
Just a thing.
I ate the last slice. Wouldn't matter if it was cheese, pizza, pie, any of those. How about this one? Stuck in traffic with diarrhea.
You just
That might be the scariest of them all.
Yes.
And last, this is especially, good for Halloween. Where did that spider go?
Hopefully it wasn't in your ear.
Hopefully not.
Yes. You still have that phobia I induced into you by telling you about the spider in my ear?
I don't think so, no. Because I heard bugs crawl in, your nose and mouth and everything when you're sleeping at night.
It's just worse when you wake up and there's a spider in your ear, and then he falls out and you see it.
You sleep with earplugs from then on.
Yeah, and then that whisper in my head.
Always two there are, a master and an apprentice.
It's just the spider in there controlling you.
Yes. All right. World's creepiest places. You could visit these for Halloween. What's the creepiest place in Chihuahua? Dun, dun, dun.
Ooh.
I think the old elevator.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good creepy place. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
All right. All right. Here, how about the places in town that are reportedly haunted?
Oh, how many do you have in Chihuahua that are
I don't know.
reportedly haunted?
I don't know of one. Huh. Wow.
Interesting.
Reportedly haunted. All right. Other scary places, of course, the Bermuda Triangle and the Atlantic Ocean.
You never hear about the Bermuda Triangle anymore, though, do you?
No, it was a big deal when we were kids. Did they debunk it?
I don't know. Yeah.
Roswell.
Maybe the government's just hushing it up now.
Yes. Roswell, New Mexico. I always wanted to visit there.
That would be fun.
Yeah. Like for a week and camp out in the desert so you could look for UFOs.
I like that.
The Winchester Mystery House in San Jose, California. Spooky place.
I think that would be fun, too. You've heard about it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like the matriarch of the family, I think she was the last one, was afraid that if she quit building on the house, she would die. So she kept going, and evidently there's stairs to nowhere and all sorts of funky stuff.
Yeah,
with
you
this
can open
house.
doors that will, and if you step out the door, you'll fall like 4 stories.
Oh, yeah,
in
it's
the
crazy.
house. A bunch of stuff like that. Do you know the other part of it, why she was so scared, is because her husband was the famed owner of Winchester guns, Winchester rifles. And she was worried that she was cursed from all the people that those guns have killed.
Yeah.
So yeah, scary stuff. All right. The site of the Salem witch trials in Salem, Massachusetts. Kids went
I've
there.
always wanted to visit there. I've heard it's just crazy busy though, that you have to make sure you hit middle of the week, or else there's places you can't even get into. And trying to hit it around Halloween, good luck.
It's a month-long Halloween. I think the kids went early in October, year before last. So, the Tower of London in London, England. Don't know anything about that one.
Yeah, why is that creepy? I'd like to know.
Island of the Dolls in Mexico City, Mexico. That sounds creepy. Chucky.
Sounds, yeah.
And what's that little girl doll? What was that?
The one that they just made a movie out of?
Yes.
That was it Megan? Or no, she was like a robot or something, wasn't she? Or was she a doll?
I can't remember. I didn't watch the movie.
I want to say there was an Annabelle too, but I don't know.
All right. They say the Island of the Dolls has a sad background, which was never intended to be a tourist attraction, but ended up that way because people are creepy. Dedicated to the lost soul of a poor girl who met her fate too soon in strange circumstances. All right.
Oh, okay.
Extra. That put some extra creep on that. Sorry. Bran Castle and Bran, Romania, which is Dracula's castle.
Oh, that would be kind of creepy fun too.
I am the least scary Dracula. Paris catacombs. Yeah, I'd love to see those.
That'd be super fun.
Caves are always creepy. I watched a pyramid movie last night, which kind of felt like a cave. So then I went on to watch Descent and Descent 2, which are really creepy cave movies.
Oh, I am claustrophobic. I've gotten more and more so as I've gotten older. I would have such a panic attack.
And I am too, but I have been in like 15 caves around the country, pressing that. It's there's a couple of them I almost had to run out, but then you think about how far it is to get back to the opening, and you kind of tough through it.
See, I'm okay like going into like the Gardner Caves up, by Medellin. Yeah, those don't bother me. I mean, there's stairs, there's plenty of air. I think when the air gets stagnant is when I start to get a little freaked out.
I got stuffed in a tiny room with a ceiling so low you had to bend over with 20 people.
Couldn't do it.
Everybody had to climb up a ladder and go through a hole that if you were too fat you wouldn't have been able to get through. So, that was kind of creepy. I had to leave that room and go back out till everybody else had went up the ladder, and then I went into the little room. Because I couldn't be in there with them. It was before COVID. I still couldn't do it. All right. The Hanging Coffins of Sagada in the Philippines.
Oh, never heard of that one.
All right. Lizzie Borden's Bed and Breakfast, Fall River, Massachusetts. That's a big deal now. You can actually go stay there and get creeped out. And then the most scariest place this Halloween, Trump's bathroom. I mean, secure document closet. I saved that picture of his bathroom with all the secret documents stacked up in the bathroom.
You had it as one of your backgrounds for the radio show one morning.
Yeah. I broadcast from there. That wasn't a background. I was really there,
Sorry.
Val.
Sorry.
Yeah. All right. Worst thing you can do, I found on the internet today when you meet someone new, or one of the tacky things you can do, is to tell them they look like a celebrity. And here comes Val to tell us kind of why.
Have you ever had someone tell you that, though? That you look like a celebrity?
Yeah, it's when I don't have my hair pulled back. I'll get called Bob Ross or something like that because, I got too much hair.
You used to get the Bill Shatner.
Yes.
Yes, because of your hair, that full head of hair.
And I had it cut the way I had it cut. I guess resembled that, and the fact that all my friends my age are bald. They actually dubbed it the Shatner Turbo 2000.
It was quite impressive.
Yes.
So depending on the celebrity, the observation could be a compliment, but it's also likely to backfire if the person you're talking to has been told the same thing by other people or isn't a fan of that celebrity.
There's the short little guy with the mafioso. Oh gosh, people always say I look like him, and it's not Danny DeVito. Watch it. I can't. Joe Pesci.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I've been told that a few times. Always take it as an insult.
So this was actually asked on social media, is it okay to tell people they look like a celebrity? One commenter said, don't let your compulsion to make the observation lead you into a conversation. You will 100% forever be the jerk who randomly told that guy he looked like Steven Spielberg.
Ooh, ow.
Another commenter said, I look like a pretty popular female actor, and the first few times I was compared to her, I would respond with a chuckle and say, I get that a lot. Now it's so annoying, I just blankly stare back at the other person and say, okay. I don't say another word, waiting for them to come up with something else to talk about besides my looks. Half the time people stare back expecting me to continue their stupid celeb lookalike conversation starter.
All right, Val, what celebrity have you been told you look like?
Now, this was a long time ago when I was much younger, and she was very popular, and that was Demi Moore, because I had a really short haircut, kind of like hers, because that was kind of the Private Ryan, time frame or whatever. So I used to get told I look like her. Yeah. I'm waiting for, some comparison to a senior actor now, or actress.
You look like Catherine Hepburn.
Yes, exactly.
Horrible. Here's a fun one. What's the smell most people hate but you like? Here's what the internet had to say. Mechanic shop smell.
Okay.
All that, I think it's the grease that smells the most. The grease that you like pack bearings with and stuff like that. It's got this putrid, rotten smell to it, and all mechanics shops have that, smell along with spilled fuels and yeah.
And you know what else? That smell makes it into men's toolboxes.
Yes, it does.
If you've opened a man's toolbox, yes, it smells like that. Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying nothing.
Not saying nothing.
The smell when you first have to kick the heater on in the winter.
Like dust and...
The burning dust?
Dirt. Yeah. Yeah.
Worse if you find out over the summer a mouse made a nest on your heater. Had that happen once. That was...
Ooh.
It was alive, you could tell.
Oh, disgusting.
Was.
Mm-hmm.
The smell in older libraries and bookstores.
I don't know. I think if you are a reader, or, I don't know, I kind of like that smell. I don't know. There's just something mysterious about it, and I don't know. I like that smell.
There's Ken with the Danny DeVito comment. Marion loves that smell. I do not find it enjoyable. In fact, at one point there was a old used bookstore in Chihuahua that was also a deli, and it's closed now, so I feel like I can say this. I had a hard time eating there because of the smell of the old books.
Oh.
Yeah, do not enjoy that. Nope. Yeah. A just blown out match.
A little sulfury smell there.
Great for covering up other smells.
That's right.
Laugh at you.
Fresh asphalt. It does smell kind of good. All right. This next person has a problem. Fish food flakes. I've had fish. I didn't notice that they really smell all that much. Yeah. All right. Nail polish. Yes. Highly addictive. Very dangerous. You should not sniff it. That's like huffing spray paint, you guys. Don't do it.
There seems to be no sign of intelligent life anywhere.
And at least you know it's clean. Chlorine in the swimming pool. I love it. I love opening that.
Yes.
When you crack open the hot tub and you get that waft of chlorine. I love it.
I've got one that I will add to this.
Okay.
And I don't know, I can't say that it's a smell that other people don't like that I do, but it's just one of those smells that you always recognize. And that is the smell of an old theater.
Ooh. Yeah, like old popcorn and soda pop.
Yes, yeah, because they have the same particular smell. Like you said, I don't know if it's years of that fake butter in the carpets or in the seats or what it is, but they have a very particular smell.
I don't like it because when I'm sitting in the chair, I feel like I'm getting covered in it. I don't know. It's just kind of We got a post here from online. The smell of fly spray.
Ken, that's from Ken, and Ken is the king of the fly spray. I don't know how he hasn't killed off all of his friends.
Mostly Pete.
He's just got the big old can of Raid, and he's taking care of stuff.
Funny, the bugs aren't bothering me at all. It says for outdoor use only, and I'm outside.
That's right, exactly. That and Windex. Watch out.
It's like the odd news story that came through where the lady had a bee fly in her mouth, so she used bug spray on it in her.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. There you go. You know, one I'll add to it, too. Diesel fuel, when it's burnt and the truck's shifting down, running that Jake brake, and that big plume of black smoke comes out, people complain about it. I complain about it, but I love the smell.
Yeah, that diesel smell.
All right. Val, you've got a tattoo, don't you?
I have 2 tattoos.
Can you tell us where they are?
I don't know if you can see this one.
Oh.
I had my my wedding ring tattooed on.
Okay.
So that's my one, and the other one is on my ankle, and it's just kind of a very feminine tattoo.
Boring.
So, but I will say, because this is people with multiple tattoos were asked to share the most painful places that they've had a tattoo done, and the one on my leg, it wasn't bad till they got to the ankle. Like the ankle bone.
Ooh.
That's when it got really painful.
Thin skin.
So,
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, so here were the ones that people reported. The head.
Ouch.
First of all, why are you getting a tattoo anywhere above the neck?
Yeah.
That's kind of my feeling about it, but that's just me.
Is it okay to trashy?
To me, it screams prison tat.
I think it'd be cute if you had a little one, though, that you could only see when you shaved your head.
Oh, there you go.
All right.
Now, the one that I did like, and because we're Trekkies, is a Deep Space Nine where he had like the tribal, kind of a tribal tattoo, wasn't
the forehead? Yeah.
Yeah, like right on the side of his forehead, right in there. I always thought that was kind of sexy. I liked that
All
one,
right.
but normally
it was done classy. It didn't say anything rude.
Yeah. The one and I would say of all of them, even more than a face tattoo, I hate when they have their neck done like that.
I'd like to get like a third eye tattoo on my forehead.
That would be creepy.
Ask me anything.
All right, back to our story. The feet.
Ow. Oh, Get a tattoo on the bottom of your feet.
The top. The bottom of the feet would probably be like the palms of your hand. That's why when you get a finger tattoo, they only do it on the outside because the backside would just wear off right away.
Okay.
So, but the top of the feet, it would have to be bad. The inner wrist.
Ouch.
I can see that. Again, thin skin.
Yep.
The inner thigh.
Ooh, sensitive.
Don't go any higher. No higher.
There's a couple places around that area that we're leaving out.
Exactly. Yeah. The fingers, and mine maybe because it was so small, really didn't. I don't remember it hurting that bad. Right. The ribs.
Ouch. Okay.
The armpit. Why would you get tattooed in the armpit? I'll start with that. But yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So I recently had permanent makeup done, permanent eyeliner. And so the top lid was, it's definitely uncomfortable. I'll give you that. But it was the lower lid. Oh, my goodness. And I don't know if kind of some of the numbing drops had worn off by then. But yeah, I was ready for that to be over.
Did you ask him for more numbing drops?
Please give me more money. So, so that was painful, but it was worth it because I love my permanent eyeliner. So
never have to do eye makeup again, huh?
That's right. Well, you add some mascara and you're done in 2 minutes instead of 20.
All right. And posted on Facebook, Ken says eyebrows. I bet you that'd be another painful one. Eyebrows.
Mm-hmm. And I don't think eyebrows last all that long. So I think you have to have that done. I don't know.
Repeated. All right.
Yeah. So, yeah.
All right. Facts about kissing that will make you want to pucker up even more. Oh, well.
Okay.
Hey. So you might want to take a moment to grab a pen to write these down.
That's right.
Kissing really is one of the best things we can do on the planet. Almost no other animals kiss. Chimps and bonobos kiss, but not with the kind of passion that humans do. All right. I've seen that a lot in like zoos, but I wonder if it's mimicry, kind of, or they've been trained to do it. Guys who think they're good looking kiss more. Self-confident goes a long way here. All right. So, all right. Women value kissing more than men. Yes, I would say that's true.
Can't you just kiss me for a kiss? That's what I want. Why do you have an ulterior motive every time you kiss me?
You can do it!
Just try. All right. How we kiss with a partner makes us assess our relationship. If we kiss well together, chances are the love will last, or so we think.
Nice.
Yeah. Kissing is like a taste test and a smell test. Hold on.
But I wasn't going to eat it. I was just going to taste it.
Oh, Scott, that's so bad.
That's not what I meant, okay? That's not what I meant at all. You're just taking it too far, always. All right. Women are the most attracted to the scent of a man who has a genetic code most different from themselves.
Oh,
right?
interesting.
So you're doing a taste test to see if we have the right DNA.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Researchers have discovered that there is a scent we pick up when we're kissing, and it's believed to be related to your DNA. All right. All right. Strange.
Yes.
Good chemistry when kissing someone could also mean you have healthy offspring. Again, has to do with the DNA. So it's something that's ingrained in us. Couples who kiss more have deeper and more satisfactory relationships. But we knew that all right.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
we did.
All right. Looking for the best inventions ever. Best inventions ever. This is according to a survey. What was number one, Val?
Electricity.
Life-changing.
Yeah. And have you ever noticed, I mean, you don't realize how much you use it till the power's out?
Exactly.
Yeah. The telephone.
Okay.
All right. Vaccinations.
You know, just to back up for a second, there's nothing like producing your own electricity. You know, being off-grid.
Oh, yeah.
Going, I have the power.
I don't need no stinking power lines.
And some people will disagree with the vaccination, but yeah, humanity could have been really in some bad, like measles. You know, I was talking to my doctor about vaccinations yesterday. He said best vaccine ever created by man. Measles.
And you just think of like polio.
Yep.
And I think up until our recent pandemic, people probably would have agreed with that way more.
Yeah.
I mean, you still had your anti-vaxxers, but I believe that more people would have been, you know, or maybe they just didn't think about it. But
all the news and hype and stuff made me question them, and yeah. But I came to the realization at my age, it wasn't like even if it was gonna change my DNA, it's not like I'm gonna have any more kids.
Exactly. It's not like you're going to pass it on.
So for an older person, I didn't think there was perhaps maybe a good argument for not wanting to, because really, after everything you've done and all the processed food and the air that we breathe and the water that we've drank for 50 years, like a vaccine's going to make a difference.
Exactly.
You know? And
so
I didn't get XP. I wanted XP. I got a couple shots, no XP.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So we had a friend who, when the COVID vaccines were first coming out, she had kind of heard all the conspiracy theories, and so she was asking me, "Is this true? Is that true?" And one of them was the completely insane belief that it would make you magnetic.
I wish.
And so, I mean, it was terrible, but we were going to be someplace in Common where they had a great big metal building. And I was just going to throw myself against the building and act like I was stuck there.
You start screaming. Somebody get a paint scraper and pry me off.
You were right. I shouldn't have gotten that vaccine.
But at the same time, being an American means we want our choices to say yes and no. So
that's true. That's true. But just say you don't want it. Don't come up with some crazy you're going to be magnetic story.
Especially if it's not true, because that was just disappointment for the rest of us.
Exactly.
Yes.
The light bulb.
Good invention.
Yes. The internet. Some people may question that, but yes.
Potential for good and evil.
Mm-hmm. Television.
Again, same thing.
Computers.
Yeah, and it's right along with it, right?
Mm-hmm. You wonder, though, how we would live in this day and age without the internet or your computers or your phones.
I think it'd be chaos if you took them all away right now.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I know a lot of young people that don't have televisions. It's just not what they do. I mean, unless they're using it to play video games. Yeah. But to actually watch a TV program, I don't know if either of my boys do that. They might stream something from YouTube onto it, but, to sit down and watch the news or anything, they just don't do that. So, car.
Okay.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah. This is one that I am really glad they invented, and that would be anesthesia.
Oh, come on. No pain, no gain.
The airplane.
I think that was a mistake. Have you flown? You haven't flown in years, have you?
No, I haven't.
I mean, I've been flying a lot, and I hadn't flown for years, and everything is a huge disappointment. Getting stuck in Dallas for 9 hours, huge, disgusting, putrid disappointment.
No.
Worst airport I've ever been in. It's just, we should have invested in bullet trains or teleportation, something else. Planes are horrible. And I'm going to go on a rant. Can I go on a rant? I think the reason why everybody, it's getting worse and worse flying. Every day there's new stories. And it's not just the internet. People watching and being on a plane, people are so stressed out they can snap easily. And then they give accommodations to every type of person or disability or anything that's out there except for smokers. And then when somebody can't take it anymore and they're stressed out and they vape on a plane and then they get fined or kicked off the plane or whatever, I think it's a huge injustice. And for someone who's been on nicotine and off nicotine, I think it's a big mistake, and I think it contributes to all the problems.
Oh, interesting theory.
Yeah, I do. So.
Okay. Here's one we're glad they invented, and that would be radio.
Yes.
The steam train.
Okay.
All right. The camera.
Oh, that is a good invention.
That was a good invention. Printing press.
We need those newspapers.
No, definitely books, the whole bit. The clock.
Like to find that guy. Punch him.
The optical lenses.
For seeing, that'd be awesome, yes.
Yeah. Can you imagine,
no
years
glasses.
ago when you were, no glasses.
No contacts.
Gosh. Yeah. The compass. Some of these we wouldn't be where we are today with inventions like that. Boats.
Okay.
The helicopter.
Okay.
And finally, a tractor.
The tractor.
The tractor.
Right,
especially as our population has gotten bigger and bigger and bigger, and we need more and more food.
Yeah, if it wasn't for the Industrial Revolution, our planet would only support about 1 billion people. But thanks to all those vehicles and shipping and stuff like that, now we can almost feed 6 billion. Almost.
Wow. Almost. Ken thinks that it would be a great Halloween costume to be like, I'm magnetic.
Ooh. I think you'd really
it's like
need
Magneto.
To be, though, so things would fly when you entered the Halloween party. Things would fly off the walls and attach to you.
There you go. Just have some magnets hidden in your clothes. Yeah, pretty soon you're picking up stuff along the way.
Might be something you could fake.
Yeah, that would be kind of fun. All right.
We're listening to KCHW Chihuahua. Before break, I get to pick on my sister a little bit.
following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions. I want to have them answered immediately.
All right. Val usually fares pretty well. This, you're a pretty smart cookie.
Oh, there are days that are better than others.
It's her memory that's gone.
Exactly. Right. Who are you again?
Pay no attention to the man behind the mirror.
Who dares enter the sacred and awesome presence of the everlasting know-it-all?
23% of women do what with their husband's knowledge?
Ignore it.
I would say, now I'm going to read it correctly that I've got you to give a fun answer. 23% of women do what without their husband's knowledge?
Do what without their husband's knowledge?
They throw something away without his knowledge.
Oh, they throw this away without his knowledge. There's so many things. The direction booklet.
The instruction.
Yeah. They throw this away without his knowledge.
It's a piece of clothing.
Oh, I was going to say his, like some of his clothing, like his old underwear or something.
Yeah. Toss out his old, torn, worn underwear that he won't get rid of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I've done that a time or two. You know what I used to do? Because I'd have a hole in the back, just like a small tear or whatever right by the elastic. And so I'd be folding them and I'd kind of go, rip. Oh, that's too big of a hole.
New pair. And then you go, oh, no, honey, that's perfect.
Oh, God, here we go again. Dork alert.
It's breezy. I like it. All right. U.S. produces
Keeps things cooled off.
U.S. produces... That's called ventilation. U.S. produces 12% of the world's what? It's gross.
Human waste.
No.
Because that would be gross.
Yes,
I was going with the gross factor.
But it could
not
be.
Quite that gross.
U.S. produces 12% of the world's what?
Well, you'd think it'd be more... That would be way higher for garbage.
Really?
Am I in the right?
No.
Is it garbage?
Too late.
I said the words that count.
12% of the world's garbage. Yes.
Oh. Yeah. I'm going to backtrack a little bit. Ken said a very important invention was the microwave oven.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, good one, Ken.
Yeah, I like that. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
And Carrie says clothing. Yeah, it's another great invention.
I think she was going for what women throw away of men's.
I know that. I just thought I'd twist it a little. All right, what's in common with the following things, Val? I'm going to give you 3 things. You tell me what they have in common. A tennis tournament, a twin, and a cigar shop.
Matches.
Ooh, good one. A billiard balls, credit cards, street addresses.
Billiard ball. They have numbers on them?
Yeah.
That seemed too simple. Yeah, it seemed too simple.
All right, bowling alley, a highway, and a grocery store. Bowling alley, highway.
Lanes.
Oh, you're so good at this. A garden, a hospital, and a pickup truck.
Garden, a hospital, and a pickup truck.
It's a tough one.
They got beds.
Wow. If only those smart genes would have made it to both of us, sister. Wow. Impressed. 14% of professional drivers have this in common. Just 14% of professional drivers have this in common.
Professional drivers have this in common.
And that could be a semi-driver, a UPS driver, a construction driver.
They can pass a drug test.
Oh, God. Did you eat all this acid?
Let's see. That's hard.
14% of professional drivers have this in common. It's actually super easy. You're overthinking it.
Okay. I guess I am overthinking it.
They're women.
Oh.
Yeah, 14% of professional drivers are women. Just
are
14%.
women.
All right.
All right.
Bushkin, Spirit, Sugar Treat, Ghost Rider, and Aspen are all varieties of what vegetable?
Okay, give it to me one more time, a little slower.
Bushkin, Spirit, Sugar Treat, Ghost Rider, and Aspen are all varieties of what vegetable?
Tomato?
No.
Here's
your hint. That's it.
That was a hint?
That was a hint. Spooky music.
Oh, pumpkin.
Oh, I had to give it to her. Huh.
You did. You did.
All right. I take every compliment I just gave you back.
Okay.
All right.
You can't take it back. You can't.
Oh.
It's mine now. It's mine.
See what happens, folks? All right. I'm going to describe some people, places, or things, and you have to use the word beer in place of a similar sounding word in the answer. So whatever the answer is going to be, you have to work the word beer into it. All right?
Okay.
Now,
okay.
You brew beer, too, along with wine, don't you?
I haven't that was like the first thing I ever made. Yeah, but I haven't since.
What was your favorite beer that you brewed, just out of curiosity?
I had an Amber Bock that was pretty good.
Okay.
But I was a fan of that anyway, of Amber Bock, so yeah.
All right. What people press to let you know they're at the front door?
Oh, the beer bell?
Somebody out there's actually got one, I'm sure. All right. The magazine for women whose nickname is Cosmo.
Oh.
Make it up.
Cosmopolitan?
Yes. Yes, exactly.
Okay.
All right. Stuff you hang on your walls with glue.
Pictures of beer. What are you kidding? That was easy.
No. Our sister used to do this.
Oh, like home interiors.
Well, she did
home interiors.
Wallpaper.
Okay.
Stuff you hang on your walls with glue, beer paper.
Beer paper. Okay. All right.
Pioneering musician who gave us the songs Johnny Be Good and Maybelline.
Oh, who? Johnny Be Good. This is terrible. I can't think of his name.
Chuck.
Chuck Beer. I don't know.
Chuck
I'm sorry.
Berry or Berry is what.
Okay.
Chuck Berry. We're looking for Chuck Berry. Not so good there.
No. Sorry. I let you down again.
I'm sorry too. Show's over. All right. Each year, 150 Americans injure themselves while trying to open what? Those are just the 150 that seek medical attention. This is a small container of something in your fridge. Small container. It's delicious. 150 Americans injure themselves while trying to open it. It's kind of a dessert.
Oh, I was going to say a jar of pickles.
No, some people eat this because they mistakenly think
jam, jelly.
No, some people eat this because they mistakenly think it's healthy.
Oh, peanut butter?
In the fridge? Ooh, all right.
Yeah, jam, jelly. What's in the fridge and they mistakenly think?
Small container. Sometimes it comes in a tube.
Sour cream?
Looking for yogurt.
Oh.
Right,
I'm not ending this well, am I?
You're not. And I'm looking ahead at some of the questions. They're really difficult. Let's see. Okay, this is sickly fun. We're going to end this whether you get it right or not, okay?
Okay.
Because it's sickly fun. Of all the bicyclists killed in the U.S. on roads each year, about 1/5 of them have this in common. Something they did before they got on their bike.
They're drunk.
Yes, there you go.
They think that, driving their bicycle doesn't count as, drunk driving, huh?
I guess I've seen DUI like on tractor and DUI on lawnmower, DUI on a horse, but never DUI on a bicycle.
Interesting. Yeah.
Sort of. All right, when we come back, we're going to have local birthdays for today. As well, we always wrap up our show with the odd news, but you got to stay right here. It's Northern Lights Public Radio, KCHW 102.7, Part 2, up next.
It's 8:20.
Your KCHW morning show is made possible by donations from Chihuahua Flooring.
Chihuahua Flooring at 214 East Clay in the 3rd Street Mall offers a wide variety of products including carpet, ceramic and porcelain tile, vinyl and laminate planks, and vinyl sheet flooring. Chihuahua Flooring carries products for both commercial businesses and residential homes, including brands like National Flooring, Del Tile, Mannington, and Mohawk. They also offer blind repair. For more information, you can visit online at ChihuahuaFlooring.com, call 509-935-8021, or via email at ChihuahuaFlooring@gmail.com.
Chihuahua Motel and RV Park. Chihuahua Motel and RV Park, located at 301 South Park Street in Chihuahua, offers 14 single or double rooms, each with a refrigerator and microwave, in-room coffee station, Wi-Fi, cable, and 58-inch screen television. 2 Airbnb options are available, both with full kitchens, coffee, and a 65-inch smart TV. They also feature 26 full hookup RV spots with 30-amp service. For reservations, they can be reached at 509-935-4763 or ChihuahuaMotelandRVPark.com. Chihuahua Motel and RV Park, 301 South Park Street in Chihuahua.
Your KCHW morning show, made possible by donation from God-Fearing Brothers Auto Center. God-Fearing Brothers specializes in auto services, including repair, maintenance, and detailing. They also stock a full selection of tires, make glass repairs, offer towing, and have an auto sales lot on the corner of Highway 395 and Main Street at the light. For more information, you can visit the Auto Service Center at 806 East Main in Chihuahua. Find them online at godfearingbrothers.com or by phone at 509-935-6414. KCHW-FM thanks God-Fearing Brothers for supporting public radio in Stevens County.
This is KCHW, Chihuahua, 102.7 FM.
You're listening to 102.7 KCHW, Chihuahua.
The Public News Service Daily Newscast, October the 17th, 2023. I'm Mike Clifford. Domestic violence and gun violence prevention advocates are urging the Illinois General Assembly to pass a bill to strengthen state laws protecting people who file restraining orders.
Proposed law is named for domestic violence victim Karina Gonzalez, who was shot and killed by her husband. The measure would require law enforcement officers to quickly remove guns from people who have orders of protection against them. Amanda Pyron, executive director with the network, says Karina's bill would close numerous loopholes in the current law.
Karina's bill will clarify and strengthen the law to give law enforcement a clear directive to remove the firearm from the home when an order of protection is granted with the firearm remedy by a judge. So this isn't something that survivors can do on their own.
Gonzalez and her 15-year-old daughter were shot and killed shortly after obtaining a restraining order in July against her husband, Jose Alvarez. Backers are asking legislators to pass the bill during the year-end session, which begins October 24th. Gun rights advocates oppose it, claiming it violates the Second Amendment. Mark Richardson reporting.
Alvarez was charged with first-degree murder and is being held without bail. U.S. District Judge Tanya Chutkan said Monday she will impose a limited gag order on former President Donald Trump in advance of his election interference trial as requested by the prosecution. That from the Washington Post. The gag order will prohibit all parties from statements publicly targeting Special Counsel Jack Smith, his staff, her staff, or any other court personnel. And statements about those families absolutely prohibited as well. The Post notes even before the order was issued, Trump's lawyer John Lauro said they would appeal, saying it would affect important free speech principles, particularly for a leading candidate for president. Next to Ohio, where community advocates are evaluating how funds from the One Ohio plan should be used.
The One Ohio plan utilizes the $2 billion awarded to the state from the 2021 opioid settlement. This funding is what created the One Ohio Foundation, which will develop short and long-term plans to help local communities continue combating the opioid crisis. Dylan Armstrong with the Center for Community Solutions describes some potential uses for these funds.
things such as expanding the availability of treatment for individuals affected by substance use disorders, promoting evidence-based substance use prevention strategies, different type of avoidance and awareness education regarding substance use, and then working to decrease the oversupply of, the illicit opioids in the state.
I'm Edwin J. Vieira.
According to Harm Reduction Ohio, in 2020, there were about 5,000 drug overdose deaths in the state. This is Public News Service. The group Alabama Possible is working to make higher education more accessible for students in the state. More on that now from our Shantia Hudson.
Through their annual campaign, Alabama Goes to College, they are raising awareness about available resources to help finance college education. The group's executive director, Chandra Scott, says in an effort to remove financial barriers, they are also promoting Alabama College Application Week. This week, more than 60 colleges in the state are waiving application fees through this Friday.
That $35 or $50 application fee could be the difference between a light bill, someone's medication. You just never know. And so we want to make sure that we always think about how to open up access for all students.
Scott highlights that Alabama ranks as the 6th poorest state in the nation, underscoring the urgent need for financial assistance and college access. Shantia Hudson reporting.
According to the National College Attainment Network, students in the class of 2021 who didn't apply for federal student aid left almost $4 billion in Pell Grants on the table. A Texas math professor who studies redistricting is not surprised a nonpartisan elections watchdog group has given the state's redistricting process a grade of D-.
Andrea Barrero with Southern Methodist University says findings by Common Cause parallel her own that show lawmakers' clear bias toward Republicans. For the project, Mathematics for Unbiased Maps, SMU researchers created 1.5 million possible redistricting maps. Barrero says the map approved by lawmakers was far beyond her group's most extremely biased map.
The process was not really very responsive to constituents, as far as I could tell. It did not really seem that what the public was saying about the maps really had much impact on the decision-making process.
Multiple cases are proceeding through the federal courts challenging the new Texas congressional maps as racially discriminatory. I'm Roz Brown.
Finally, Tramel Gomes lets us know a vibrant installation at today's Shine St. Petersburg Mural Festival designed to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the Endangered Species Act. At the same time, spreading awareness about the listed small-toothed sawfish.
Imagine a fish with the back end of a shark, the midsection flattened and broad like a stingray, and the front looking like a gnarly hedge trimmer in your garage. That's what a small-toothed sawfish looks like. Kelly Quinn with Canvas of the Wild illustrated the little-known species found in Florida's coastal waters.
Bringing this realistic aspect of being really colorful, really fun into the environment, but then also having that touch point of education.
Quinn's mural will be featured during the Shine Festival, which runs all this week in St. Pete.
This is Mike Clifford for Public News Service, member and listener supported. Here's some radio stations big and small on your favorite podcast platform. Find our trust indicators at publicnewsservice.org.
We're back. It's KCHW 102.7. Thanks for being here today. Scott Allen and my beautiful sister Valerie Hunter.
Hello.
Hello. All right. We got some local birthdays to roll out and then a couple of community events I want to share and tomorrow's guest. But first, local birthdays. I got these on my phone because Chuck sent them to me. We have Caden Logan and Molly Ralstad having birthdays yesterday. We missed them with no show. And then for today, Keith Justice, Andrew Dorrance, and Bud and Bonnie Rail having an anniversary. If you see them around town, point and laugh and tell them we talked about them on the radio. And here comes my sister with a couple of celebrity birthdays.
All right, let's start with Michael McKean, who was in Spinal Tap and Laverne and Shirley, and he is 76 today. Okay. George Wendt from Cheers is 75. God, that's hard to believe, that one. Whew. Wow. Retired astronaut Mae Jemison is 67. Grant Shad from Murphy Brown is 62. Mike Judge from King of the Hill and Beavis and Butthead is 61. Ziggy Marley, 55 today. Eminem, can't even say his name. Eminem is 51. Wow. Again, that's kind of crazy. Felicity Jones, she was in Rogue One, A Star Wars Story, and The Theory of Everything is 40. And Chris Lowell from How I Met Your Mother and Veronica Mars is 39.
A little bit of history so you can feel smart about the world around you. We'll start off in 1933 under It Happened Today. Albert Einstein arrived in the United States as a refugee from Nazi Germany. And then in 1979, Mother Teresa of India was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for her work on behalf of the destitute in Calcutta. In 1989, it was an earthquake measuring 7.1 on the Richter scale that struck California, killing 67 people, $7 billion worth of damage.
Wow.
1997, whiskey, ham salad, and some magazines were retrieved, along with more conventional gold and paintings when private safes were opened after a blaze at the Paris bank. Bank staff told reporters that one customer kept a bottle of whiskey in his safe and came around to drink it behind his wife's back. Another kept a salad and a slice of ham, which he refreshed every week. Still another stored tiny bars of soap stolen from hotels. Is that really stealing?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Not unless as you're walking by the maid's cart, you take a handful.
Uh-huh. Yeah. There's a difference, right?
There is. Isn't that bizarre? The salad and the slice of ham?
Yeah, it'd be spoiled.
And do you think it was just because he needed an excuse to go to the bank or, get in his... I don't know. That's crazy. Okay.
This just in, though.
Oh, God, here we go again. Dork alert.
Okay. 2002, a pub owner in England announced that he insured his barmaid's chest for $150,000. He said it was good for business. Wasn't me. 2006, U.S. population reached 300 million. Looking ahead, the 400 million mark is expected to be reached sometime in 2039.
Oh, okay.
All right. Mm-hmm. We could slow that down if we made people get a license to have kids. 2018, the revived Connors debuted on ABC, starring Sarah Gilbert, Laurie Metcalf, and John Goodman, but without fired former star Roseanne Barr. She's still bitter, too. She tried to make a comeback a couple times in the past few years. All right. 2020, Chicago declared the rattiest city in America for the 6th year in a row by pest control service Orkin.
That's distinguishing feature right there. Wow. I'm sure. I wonder if you have that on billboards coming into town.
Oh, and what's it about the rats today?
Wesley,
I don't know.
what about the RUSs?
Rodents of unusual size? I don't think they exist.
Oh, in Chicago they do.
Right. Marion joined us. Good morning, Marion.
It's about time. Wow.
Yeah. Wow. She's on vacay.
I was kind of worried.
Sleeping in.
Yeah. Special events, Val, for today.
It is Black Poetry Day.
All right.
It is Forgive an Ex Day.
Ooh, that might be hard for some people.
It is, but you know what? I always say that holding on to your anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die.
Huh. Hold on,
That's
you've
right.
never had an ex.
You can do it!
I've had ex-bosses. I've had,
okay, it didn't say what kind. Right.
Exactly. Today is Information Overload Awareness Day. I'm so overwhelmed right now.
Yeah.
International Day for the Eradication of Poverty. I thought for a minute that said poetry, and I'm like, why would there be such a thing? But it was poverty.
Yes.
It is Mulligan Day.
Huh. That's like a golf term, right? When you take a mulligan because you like
I
to
think
hit it
so.
in the trees. Somebody once told me a story about you could take they used to play golf with a circle of people when you could take a mulligan, but you had to do it with your pants down in your underwear.
No.
They're all gonna laugh at you!
I think they should try that in the PGA.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're going to get banned from the golf course.
All right.
It is Clean Your Virtual Desktop Day. I did that recently.
I've had people look at my desktop and go, wow, I've never seen that many icons before.
Yeah, I just cleaned up mine the other day. So, because, when you're saving something or whatever, downloading, it's just easier sometimes to save it to the desktop so you can find it really quickly when you need to.
Unless you've
But
got
then at some
40
point,
icons, then you can.
yeah. But then at some point you need to clean it all up. So, yeah. All right, it is pasta day. Oh, I love pasta day.
Pasta, my pasta.
Yeah, I'm thinking mac and cheese is in order. Playing card collection day.
That's what she does when she plays poker.
That's right. Just keep collecting them.
Uh-huh.
Spreadsheet day.
Oh, I read that today that they were having to go. It was a tedious task, line by line on Excel spreadsheets, reviewing Trump's income today. It was one of the news stories.
Oh my gosh. It's Wear Something Gaudy Day. And, you're already dressed for that, aren't you?
You haven't seen me from the waist down.
Pay Back a Friend Day.
For something
hopefully
good or something bad.
Yeah, I was going to say hopefully with kindness.
Yes, maybe because what is it day? It's like a nice day. Oh,
yeah, exactly. Forgive an ex day.
Because it could be an ex-friend.
It could be an ex-friend.
You don't want to do that thing.
Release the Kraken.
Yeah, it's bad.
No.
Right.
And then Pharmacy Technician Day.
Yay! Could you put a couple extra pills in there?
Yeah.
All right. Number for the day is 390, and that's the estimated number of people who have died in selfie-related accidents since 2008.
I believe that.
There's actually people that have been taking a selfie and fell off the Grand Canyon. So
yeah, I can totally see that.
It's a thing. I totally don't want to see that.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
I don't want to see it, but I believe I'm surprised the number's that small.
I wonder how many of them while driving a car. Here's my last picture.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
Stepping out in traffic, I could see that too,
All right, let's go to, before we hit today's odd news, let's go to events, because we have an important one tomorrow on the radio show. Larry Fetter joining us tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Now, Larry has been working for the Chewea Parks and Recreation Department, and we've been talking about this on the radio. He's been on a couple times before. They did a poll to see what people really wanted in Chewea, and the number one thing was a recreation center. Now, that's kind of in the vein of what's across the hill that the tribe put in. A swimming pool, workout areas, that type of stuff. Hard to attain, but maybe we can do it. All right. There is an open house coming up on the 19th. That's why Larry's here tomorrow on the 18th to give us a little preview of that. It'll happen between 6 and 7:30 at the Civic Center. That'll be discussing trails, that rec center, playgrounds, and a swimming pool. And you can come learn about the future of Chewea and what they're trying to put together based on community comments. So that is 6 o'clock, open house with the Chewea Parks and Recreation Plan at the Civic Center. Catch them tomorrow on the radio at 8 o'clock. All right.
All right.
Also, some help for the Little Red Schoolhouse. Is it white? It's the Little White Schoolhouse. We have a red one here in Maine. That's why I get confused. Melissa sent this in from the Valley Historical Society. A Raise the Roof fundraising campaign for the Little White Schoolhouse underway. They need to raise money for the schoolhouse's roof as soon as possible. And then they're going to complete restoration of the schoolhouse and open a museum and small art gallery for the community. You can do it through GoFundMe. Just go to facebook.com/Little White Schoolhouse. And you'll find the links there to GoFundMe where you can make a donation to help restore the Little White Schoolhouse. Very, very cool. All right. Let's see. We've got a harvest party coming up, Abundant Life Fellowship. That one is going to be October 31st from 5 until 7 o'clock. And then a few news headlines, kind of scary. 500 CVS, Walgreens, and Rite Aid stores closing across the country. Rite Aid going bankrupt due to the lawsuits of opioid abuse.
Wow.
Because they're coming from somewhere. And I guess...
Yeah, but it should be the doctor's prescribing.
You would think so. It doesn't seem quite fair that the end-of-line distributor, but maybe they weren't, we don't know the whole story. Maybe they weren't. There was protocols in place to protect it from that happening, and they weren't being observed, maybe.
Maybe,
So,
yeah.
But there's a whole chain from it getting into the country from illegal sources, or obviously if it's they're coming out through drugstores, it's actually going through the whole chain. So,
Mhm.
yeah, scary stuff. But they're really worried about what this is going to do to drug supplies in communities that'll be hardest hit by these building closures. So here's, I mean, we're really lucky in Chewelah that we have some non-corporate drugstores in our community, because since I think, let's see if I can find the date on this, we have lost, as far as privately owned drugstores, since around 2000, 50% of the privately owned drugstores have went out of business.
Wow. Wow.
Another big reason for the closures is COVID stopped people, slowed them down. Of course, people still needed prescriptions, but a lot of people were putting other things off and definitely cutting down on places they went, and a lot of them have taken huge hits and trying to reorganize rather than go bankrupt, except for Rite Aid. They've already applied for bankruptcy.
We were really disappointed when the pharmacy went out of our little Bi-Mart here in Deer Park. It was it was just a small community. When you walked in, they're like, "Oh, Val, here's your prescription." You know, you didn't even have to, they knew you when you walked in the door, which I'm sure it is in Chewelah the same way. And it went out because I think Walgreens took them over or something stupid like that. So they transferred all of our prescriptions to Walgreens, and we go in there to get them. Oh, we don't take your insurance. You don't take Premier Blue Cross, really? And so,
Wow.
it was. I was very disappointed.
All right. Also in the sad news department, 21 species across 16 states in the U.S. and the territory of Guam have officially been registered as extinct. These species, several birds, mussels, 2 species of fish, and a little Mariana fruit bat, last seen in 1968. Taken off the endangered list all the way to extinct. Scary, scary.
Wow.
All right, before we head for odd news, one last. This is a fact check by Snopes. The story came out yesterday. The story headline was President Trump called Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene a Sasquatch.
You mean it wasn't true?
It wasn't true. I'm so mad at Snopes for putting that to discovering
for debunking that one.
Yeah, because I was pretty sure. So bummed when I found out it wasn't true. Here's the scary thing. I'm relatively positive she's going to end up as his running mate.
Well, she's still by his side.
All right. That makes me want to do this.
Slap some bacon on a biscuit and let's go. We're burning daylight.
It's the world of strange. A world gone wacky.
Out here, due process is a bullet.
And some of the scariest people on the planet.
I think you're bluffing. Be afraid. You know, you look mighty pretty when you get mad.
It's your odd news on KCHW.
Just sit back and enjoy the show.
Woo, scary stuff and bad jokes. We kick it off with the news attack. First sentence true. Second sentence, bad joke. Val.
A new biography of Mitt Romney says Oprah wanted to run with him in the 2020 election. I mean, that is the dream team, right?
Yes.
One to make you believe in yourself and the other to make you believe in offshore tax shelters.
Is that Oprah or Romney? All right. In the UK, Tesla is charging a couple $20,000 for a new battery the company says was damaged by rain. I guess Mother Nature didn't read the user manual. Oops, he left the top open.
Oh. Hey, a dog who was allowed lived in an apartment for several months after the dog's owner died was finally taken to the home of one of the dead man's sons.
Oh.
So, am I getting that right? The dog was allowed to remain in the apartment even after his owner died.
Yes.
All right. It was finally taken to live with one of the dead man's sons. It was about time, though. The dog was lonely and it had drank all the water out of the toilet.
It's not even funny, Val. Wow.
I know.
Wow.
I know. Not funny at all.
All right. Apparently 80% of men lie about their height on dating apps. And 100% of my dating apps lied about my interest in hiking and walking. Right, Marion?
Oh. In Connecticut, a bear broke into a home and stole a lasagna. I wonder if the bear left a Yelp review. Cozy ambiance, self-serve dining would break in again.
Or imagine calling 911. Help! There's a bear in my kitchen. What's he doing? He's asking for Parmesan. Hold on, I got a bear sound effect.
Why did I ever invite that bear to lunch? Why? Why?
Exactly.
Why?
All the Parmesan. Back to you, Val.
A study found 56% of teens text while driving. The other 44% are doing TikTok videos.
While driving.
Mm-hmm.
A study in China found people who lived to 100 got 10 hours of sleep a day for much of their life. But who wants to live to be 100? That means going through multiple pandemics.
Yeah,
at least
for
two.
sure.
At least
Yeah,
two. Yeah.
at least.
Scratch that off my list, please.
I have a funny aside. So we were watching a movie last night. It's called, I think it was called We Have Ghosts. Kind of just a cute little comedy, Halloween, haunted house type of thing.
Okay.
And so at one point, because they're uploading all these videos they have of this ghost and making money through, TikTok or YouTube or whatever, kind of monetizing this whole thing with the ghost in the house. But they are showing all these idiotic things people are doing on TikTok, like the ghost goes through a wall. So the TikTok challenge is to run through a wall like the ghost or whatever. I mean, just stupid stuff that people are doing and everything going on TikTok. And Brad's like, oh, this is so stupid. I'm like, no, honey, you don't realize this is really what people do on TikTok. And he's like, you've got to be kidding. I'm like, no, this is real. This is true.
I saw it. It is a cute family movie and for the whole family. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really fun. So enjoyed it.
On to Wacky But True. And Val, you're up again.
Oh, man, I just get to keep going and going. Police in Spain have arrested a Lithuanian man who has been conning local restaurants out of free meals by pretending to have a heart attack. The 50-year-old man apparently had a routine of dining at restaurants and then attempting to leave without paying, claiming he needed to get money from his hotel room. However, when staff at one restaurant refused to let him leave, he started faking a heart attack. Unimpressed by the theatrics, the staff called the police instead of an ambulance. The police recognized the man from previous encounters and arrested him.
Oh, that's horrible. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
man.
But I wasn't going to eat it. I was just going to taste it.
Yeah.
Yes.
2 men in Brazil were arrested for allegedly trying to trade a car trunk full of drugs for a house. The men told an undercover investigator that they were tired, too tired being in the drug business and felt like it was the first step to a normal life by owning a home or an apartment. Oh, that makes sense. That's when the one guy looked at the other guy and said,
Oh, God. Did you eat all this acid?
I was going to use that as a down payment.
Oops.
In a supermarket in Belgium, an elderly woman says she felt a sharp pain in her hand after picking up a package of cheese. She looked down and saw a rat the size of her hand hanging from her finger. So she grabbed the rat with her other hand, smashed it on the floor, and knocked it unconscious. Oh, and promptly went to the emergency room.
I hope.
Wesley, what about the ROUSs?
Rodents of unusual size? I don't think they exist.
That's why they call them supermarkets.
Yeah. Just ask that woman whether they really exist or not.
Let's dip in the back of the grocery store.
Are you mad? Do you know what would happen to us if anyone knew we had a rat in our kitchen? They'd close us down.
Yes. I bet you there's a lot of mice in a lot of grocery stores. Just saying.
Yes.
All right. I think it's back to you, Val.
It is?
Maybe?
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right.
Oh, well. I will do it anyway.
Lasagna.
Last week, a bear was caught on a camera entering a convenience store in Canada and leaving with only a package of gummy bears.
That's cannibalism.
That is. Now, a black bear in Connecticut has taken it to the next level by comfortably wandering around a woman's house. I think we talked about this. The homeowner captured the burglar bear on her security cameras, revealing its ability to break through a screen door and explore each room as if on an open house tour. The bear eventually made its way to the kitchen and skillfully opened the bottom freezer portion of the fridge. It selected some frozen lasagna, made its way out of the house to an open window, and enjoyed the stolen meal on the back porch. I gotta say, it sounds like he'd cased the joint first. I mean, he knew to go to the freezer for the lasagna.
Those are called bear popsicles. And now, a word from the bear.
This sort of thing ain't my bag, baby.
Yeah. All right, digging.
I feel like you needed the song, The Bare Necessities, a simple
I
bare
didn't have that one
necessity.
today. I did have the lady, but I already played it.
Why did I ever invite that bear to lunch? Why?
Why?
All right, police in Germany found a man who'd spent all night digging a large hole in a park in an attempt to find money he buried in the park a week earlier. Seems like a bad place to bury money. The man buried the money, around $200, in an attempt to quit drinking, but decided to dig it up to celebrate his birthday.
Wait a minute, there's no birthday party for me here.
That's what he said at the police station.
You know what he also said?
What?
He said, I'd stop drinking, but I'm no quitter.
All right, Val.
A burglar in the UK went to the same cash machine more than 50 times to try and guess the PIN numbers of bank cards he had stolen. The man thought he might get lucky if he kept on putting in random sets of 4 numbers into the ATM machine, but with the odds of correctly guessing a card's PIN number at 1 in 10,000, the man never managed to make a single withdrawal. However, his image was captured on the ATM security camera a number of times.
And here's what he had to say.
I find it hard to believe that this kind of information could be ascertained simply by looking at a picture.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's right. All right, I'm trying to find something I lost, Val. We've got one more story, and here we go. I just wanted to do this one because we're so close to Halloween. Scottish Town is being terrorized by a creepy clown who is challenging local police to catch him in a game of cat and mouse. The clown, known as the Skilmorley Clown, dresses as Stephen King's Pennywise and roams the streets at night holding a red balloon. The clown taunts the media and claims he just wants to play.
Wasn't there a town in the U.S. that somebody did that for a while after that movie?
Several towns in the U.S. where creepy clowns got to be a thing. I loved it. I wished it wouldn't have stopped. I find that amazing. Scottish authorities not thrilled about this, but are aware of the situation. No reports have been filed. If you do see a creepy clown with a red balloon on the side of the road this Halloween,
You're gonna die, clown! You think that's funny? I don't hear you laughing now!
There you go.
I mean, come on, just take the joke. Really? Yeah.
All right. No creepy clowns here, but we will be back tomorrow with the KCHW Morning Show. It'll be myself and Chuck Ritchie, plus our special guest, Larry Fetter, who will be talking about the new Parks and Recreation plan right before his open house on Thursday at the Civic Center. Get all the details tomorrow right here on Northern Lights Public Radio. Other than that, big thank you, Val, for being here this morning. I missed you.
I missed you too. Thank you.
All right. Any closing words of brilliance?
Let's see. What could I tell you that would just make you go, why didn't I think of that before? Let's see. I said something kind of good earlier and now I can't even remember what it was. So I will just say, Chwila, have an awesome week and I will see you again next Tuesday.
They're all gonna laugh at you!
All right, have a great day. Keep on listening to Northern Lights Public Radio. We are KCHW 102.7.
Hail to the king, baby.
This sort of thing ain't my bag, baby. Wait a minute, there's no birthday party for me here.